Forrest,
Yes.
tell us about yourself and why you began traveling and living the nomadic life.
How much memory does your camera hold? Because I could talk for about an hour on this.
I know, just about you, yeah.
About me, but
Yeah.
I'm
The 10,000 foot
I'm
version.
literally 58 years old. I have a lot to say. Anyway, I'm from Florida.
Something brief.
I'm from Florida. I joined the Marines because I'm
Hollywood,
so
right?
rich.
It's not Hollywood, California,
Hollywood, Florida.
but Hollywood, Florida.
Hollywood, Florida. And then I joined.
Step down or step up from Hollywood, California.
Step down.
Yeah, big time. I was just joking.
No,
I've been there.
It's hard.
It's rough. It's rough.
It's redneck Hollywood.
Yes. Yes.
So then I joined the Marines because I'm so butch, and I was in intelligence. I was in for 6 years. Got out of the Marines, moved to Washington D.C. for 4 years. Exactly, and then I worked on. I started an AIDS Foundation, and through that I moved to. It's my interview. I moved to New York and I worked on Broadway. I moved and I worked on Broadway for 10 years. And then I was like, I've done that. What am I going to do now for the rest of my life? And I'm like, travel. I'll never be done with travel. With Broadway, I felt like I had checked off that bucket list item. But travel, you're never done. So I left in 2005. I moved here to Quito, Ecuador, and I met a really, really cutie named Don. And he made my bottom itchy. Anyway, after that happened,
only person in the world that ever called me that.
Anyway, I'm red for that one though, because it's a great one. I can't believe no one else has ever said that to you.
Never.
Anyway, after I got my bottom scratched, I left for Istanbul for a year, and I was absolutely. When I lived here, I was working on MySpace, and I was making a lot of money. I had a 2-story penthouse, but a friend of mine from New York said, "Let's move to Istanbul. I've got a company and we're producing events." So because I was producing stuff on Broadway, he wanted me to produce a sporting event in Istanbul. I got to Istanbul, and the company didn't even exist, and I had given up all of my MySpace stuff, and I was absolutely broke, cleaning toilets for a year and living on somebody's couch until I made enough money to move to Bangkok and got my life started going again. Then there was South Africa, where I was a tour manager for Bonnie Tyler, Alison Moyet, Jennifer Rush, and a bunch of other 80s pop divas through Africa. And then I moved to Dubai for 5 years, and I was a entertainment director for a massive theme park. COVID hit Alaska. After Alaska was over, after COVID was not over, but like I moved to Faroe Islands. And then what happened? Oh, spent a year in Florida while my mom was in her last stages, and I fulfilled my lifelong dream of working for Walt Disney World, and so I went back to scrubbing toilets for Mickey Mouse, which was great. I miss that so much. I really do, but it paid shit.
Yeah.
I loved the job so much. One of my favorite jobs, but I was always like struggling for money because I had to have a car. I had to pay insurance. I had all this. You don't have to do that when you're like a vagabond like I am. I pay $300 a month for a hostel when I'm not volunteering, when I'm not paying anything. In the USA, I'm paying $1,000. I'm paying hundreds of dollars a month for car insurance. I'm paying $1,000 a rent. And then I gotta eat. Like I gotta pull my pennies together to eat.
How much would you say you spend on your nomadic lifestyle?
Not a lot, because
in a month.
Through work away,
yeah,
I literally can spend like $300 a month, like everything.
Wow.
Because I'm volunteering at a hostel, so I'm living for free. Sometimes they feed you. I just spent a month in the Amazon. I didn't spend anything.
Do they treat you well though? There's
yes.
That worry that maybe they exploit you.
Because there's a couple of things that I have to offer. I am not only just volunteering and sometimes cleaning, but when I went to the Amazon just this last month, I'm a video editor and I make documentaries. So there's a man that's been living in the Amazon for a year, for 30 years.
He's famous in Ecuador, by the way.
He is? Did you look him up?
I know who he is. I know who he is.
You do?
Yeah, everybody in Ecuador knows him.
Really?
By his face. Yeah.
Oh my God.
He's social media famous.
No, he is social media famous.
Yes, he is. He is.
Oh yeah, so I spent a month with him.
Cool. Yeah.
Out in the Amazon.
That movie should do great.
It was really great. And I lived in the Amazon for a month.
Yeah.
Who gets to do that?
Did you enjoy that?
I loved it.
That's good.
I'm glad to be out.
Yeah.
I was, you know, when you're not from the Amazon, the bugs are like, oh my God, this is like foreign food. This is like delivery. When you've been there for a while, they get used to you. They don't bite on you so much.
Yes.
But my legs were raw by the time I left. Because I didn't wear pants. I wear shorts.
Yes.
Because I'm an idiot.
Yes.
Anyway, so here I am. My newest favorite thing to do is work for National Geographic on expedition ships. I've been a deckhand and a steward. Stewards, you're like cleaning the rooms and serving food. As a deckhand, you're swabbing the deck and driving the little pontoon boats and taking guests on adventures. So I've done both of those. I prefer steward because as a deckhand, you work 12 hours straight. You work 12 hours straight, you have no days off for 4 months. You have 1 day off a month maybe. But as a steward, you get 2 times a day. You're still working for 12 hours, but you get little nap times. And I love my naps.
A lot of Filipinos.
Because I like to be perky.
Oh, perky.
I'm not perky after I work for 12 hours.
So what's the favorite place you've ever been or visited that you could say you'd like to live there maybe, or at least visit again for an extended period of time?
No, it's always been Slovenia.
Slovenia.
Yeah. Wow. Because, okay, so I fell in love with long distance trekking because when I was working at Dubai, in Dubai, I worked for 6 months and then I had 6 months off.
Right.
So I hated. Okay, I don't want anybody in Dubai to be offended by this. I went out in Dubai for a year, and then after I did that summer in Dubai, I was like, never again. So I wanted to travel more. So when I worked in Dubai during the winter, because that's that season where everybody goes outside, then it's nice out. In the summer, it's too hot, so everyone stays indoors. So the outdoor park that I was working at closed down during the summer. So I made all my money in the winter, and after year 2, I saved everything I could, and I went backpacking for 6 months. So I saw a lot of the world during that time. And that is when I did my favorite thing in the world. First, I did West Highland Way, which is a 9-day trek from Glasgow to Fort William in Scotland. And immediately after that, I did the Camino de Santiago, which is a 1-month walk from Saint-Jean-Pied-de-Port to Santiago, literally across Spain. It takes
maybe
1 month.
the most famous one.
It's very famous.
Yeah.
Still, a lot of people don't know about it, but I encourage everyone to do that because it was so life-changing. I made lifelong friends, and I'm so glad I did it because after my 9-day trek in Scotland, I might not have ever hiked again because it rained on me every single day. I literally was soaked head to toe for 9 days in Scotland, and I was absolutely miserable, even though I remember it fondly. I remember really hating it, but because I had already booked my flight and my trip to get to the starting point of the Camino de Santiago, I did the Camino de Santiago, and it ensured and like solidified my love for long distance trekking forever. So the next year, I'm like, where else can I walk? So I researched all the best hikes in Europe, and I found the Slovenian Mountain Trail. It is a 1-month hike from Maribor to Trieste, Italy, and it is a lot harder than the Camino. Camino's pretty flat. You got a couple days of this, like literally 2 days of incline, but the rest is pretty flat. Slovenian Mountain Trail is either this or this, and you're carrying your shit on your back, so it is hard. But by the end of week 1, Europe freaking bulldozer. You are unstoppable. Your legs are like tree trunks, and you can just go. But that first week is painful. Anyway, Slovenia, stunningly beautiful, the nicest people in the world, and what has again solidified its place in my heart. It was part of that Soviet bloc, so it's had a really rough time. Just as well, all of that Eastern Europe area, you'll find very stern-looking people. Like I love Bulgaria. I love Bosnia and Albania, but they're literally, you'll be like, "Hi," and they're like, like, I love that too. I love just going overboard just to see if I can get a reaction. But I'm like, "Hi," and I'll be like so bored that they literally have to respond. I'm like, something.
So what's your least favorite place you've ever been? You hope you never go back.
I haven't finished with Slovenia yet. Okay, just 1 second.
ahead.
Why are you rushing me? I thought you said I could talk as much as I want. All right, anyway, so what solidified my love for Slovenia is gorgeous.
Yes.
Absolutely beautiful. It's that middle between Eastern Europe and Western Europe, so it's got lower prices, but not extremely high prices. The people are really, really nice. Slovenian national anthem is the only national anthem that I can remember of that makes one of the entire verses of let's talk to our enemies so we can be friends, not let's crush our enemies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They have no monuments for military. All of their monuments are for poets or architects or authors. So they're completely against the whole
Violence.
and they love art. There's several universities in Ljubljana that are free. You can go. If you are from anywhere in the world, you can enroll and go to the university in Ljubljana. So yeah, okay. So now where do I hate? I kind of love something about everywhere I've been.
That's good.
So
Is there a place you don't care to visit again?
I think I'm done with Dubai. I don't want to go to North Korea. I don't want to go to Russia or Belarus. Like, those would be kind of bummers, I think. Although Russia is, I'm sure, beautiful. I have a lot of Russian friends, but because of politics, I don't think I'd enjoy myself there.
What about the most expensive place you've been, where it was just painful to buy anything?
I remember I did a month in Iceland.
That's expensive.
Well, it wasn't as expensive as Dubai, but because I had to stretch my budget for 6 months, those $8 cans of beer, that's really how I judge how expensive a place is. How much is the beer?
And the cheapest place you've been?
I would say Peru. That I just was in Peru. That's really freaking cheap. I heard Colombia's cheaper, but Thailand was super cheap. And I've been to Cambodia. Like, you can eat in a restaurant for $3 in these places. But Peru, I was just in Peru, and that was really cheap.
Do you find it on the same level as Ecuador prices, or
no? It's much cheaper.
Peru's much cheaper.
No, Peru's cheaper. Yeah. Like, yeah, and I was impressed with the like safety. What do you call it? The security of Cusco.
Yeah,
it was. I felt no danger in Cusco.
That's good. What about one tip for the nomadic, for someone who wants to do the nomadic lifestyle? Since you've done,
I have one tip, and
you've done almost 2 decades now.
I've done 2 decades. I've done over 2 decades now. I have one tip that I've told people that have been like, I've been on podcasts before with like very famous like travelers, and they've asked me the same question, and my answer for this is tooth floss. Um, and I
Tooth floss.
tooth floss because I have a kit that I travel with, and it's got tooth floss in it, and it's got sewing needles. I sew my shit together with tooth floss. It's stronger than thread. It makes a clothesline. I've gotten up in the middle of the night and tied my tent down because it was blowing away. I've done so much with tooth floss that it's not funny.
Don't want to know.
It is. It's like yeah, really. I don't use it to floss my teeth, but I use it for everything else. And it comes in its own little dispenser, and it cuts itself. So it's stronger than thread. I've sewn shoes together with it. So I get a pack of needles. I've had the same needles for 10 years, too. Pack of needles, tooth floss, and I feel like I'm ready to go. I have another secret, too, I think.
Are you on the carry-on only?
No.
You have a big bag.
Well, I have
big bag.
I have, because I travel with everything I own.
Yeah.
So I have a backpack that's about that big.
True backpack.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have a crazy hostel story? Part 1. And part 2, what's the craziest thing that's happened to you since you've begun traveling?
Well, I mean, I think you were there here for my craziest period in Quito.
I mean, in Buenos Aires, I saw a guy get peed on in a hostel.
No.
Have nothing. No crazy story.
No. Well, because I've worked in some hostels,
Yes.
I have a lot of fun stories.
Fun story.
But
nothing really crazy.
But what's great about working in the hostels is that you become part of a family.
Yes.
So you're never like, I'm a solo traveler, but I make little families wherever I go.
Yes.
And there's some stories that are just too crazy. Like literally, when I lived here.
Let's get one.
No, but there's. I told you about. I don't know. When I lived here 20 years ago, I lived in Quito, and I was younger. I had a dealer. I had people that delivered. What is it called? Uber Dash or Uber Eats.
DoorDash.
Yeah, it was literally so many people. Remember, I had that penthouse I told you about. It was a 2-story penthouse, and I was in my bed with 3 straight guys. Right? Okay. Nothing happened.
Enjoying yourself.
No, I literally was not doing anything with them, although they were all hot. And my landlord walks across the ceiling because there was a sunlight, and she looks down. She just gets to eat it.
That's the Catholic. That's the Catholic in it.
Oh my God! Oh my God! I'm surprised I got out of this country without being arrested.
Put a hit out. Catholic. So that's good. What's the biggest challenge you faced since changing your life for this lifestyle?
I think the challenge was maturing. Like when you're young and stupid, you're just really. You want to have the biggest adventure. And I started in 2005. I was 37, 38. And I was still in that stupid phase of my teens. I was 30-something, and I was still living like I was immortal.
Yes.
And I think it wasn't a challenge because it was just something I had to get over. When you slow down, when you mature, I literally just had to stop being stupid, and I started saving money, and I was making a lot of money when I was living here because I had this online marketing thing, and I even had hired local people to work for me to do the online marketing thing because my business had gotten bigger. But I wasn't saying anything. I bought a 2-story penthouse, and I invited all my friends to live with me. If that was me now, I would have been putting money away. Yeah, it's just The challenge is being young and stupid, and just getting smarter with age.
Have you been traveling anywhere and you've gone to zero in your account? 000?
Well,
were
during the
just
times that I was in Dubai and I was traveling for 6 months, the first 3 years I always had to wire my bosses in Dubai saying, "I've got 1 month to go. I need $1,000." Kind of thing.
And they helped you out?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What's one regret that you've had since you changed your life for this new lifestyle? Any regret? Not really.
I don't think so. Because
No.
okay, everyone has a regret that they didn't
Everyone
do
has-
something else.
Yeah,
Because the grass is always greener.
Yeah.
So many of my friends that have a house and children are like, "Man, I wish I could live your life." I'm like, "Yeah, but you wouldn't have what you have." And I never wanted what they have. But literally, if I had to stop and think, "God, I wish I was married, and I wish I had a house, and I wish I had children," I was like, no, because I chose this life.